been so long since I've heard that music. I can't believe we're actually doing this. Hey guys, I'm Chill Out with Sub-07, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Welcome to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen version, or in this case, LeafGreen version. This is the 2004 remakes of the 1995 original Pokemon games Red and Blue, or as they were in Japan, Red and Green. Oh man, I've been trying to do a Pokemon Let's Play for years, and honestly, it just never worked out, but let's see how this one fares. Hopefully this time we actually get it right. And of course, they explain basic controls to us. You don't actually need this, you can just activate this by pressing left and right shoulder buttons. We're playing this off GameCube for the Game Boy player, but don't worry about that. Yes, controls, basic, and of course, basic explanation of the game, since Pokemon by the Numbers is a pretty simple game. I'll be going more in depth the further we go along, but all we need to know is this. In the world that you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. Basically, it's an RPG. Numbnuts. Only 2 minutes in and I'm already insulting the audience. This is going to be a glorious time. But yeah, if you've never played a Pokemon game before, congratulations, you've crawled out from the rock you were under, and let's get started. And it wouldn't be original Pokemon without meeting the father of all Pokemon professors, Professor Oak here. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, if you asked me this in this day and age, I'd have at least 12 answers to choose from, but since this is 1995 and 2004, we only got the two to choose from. Well, I'm a boy, so let's go with that. Technically speaking, the original Pokemon did not have boy and girl as an option. That wasn't actually a thing until Crystal version about 3 or so years later. So yeah, back in the day, you were only a boy, and you lived with it. But no, this is Red. In some sources, it's Leaf or Green for the girl character in this game. I'm going to just call her Green, because it's just what I recognize her as, but let's see, get our name figured out. Now, this would be the part where we usually decide to call our character name whatever the heck we want. Usually I'd say Sub, but I'm feeling generous. We'll go with my actual name. K. I-L-E. There we go. That's my real name. Don't wear it out, and don't say it out loud. Right, so your name is... Oh no, you have the forbidden name. Yes, that's my name, and this is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What was his name now? This is very insulting, Professor Oak, the fact you forgot your own son's name. Now, weirdly, he has the names of the player character and the anime protagonist from the original, which is kind of weird, but no. In other versions, this is either Gary or Blue. We're going to call him Gary, I think, because, you know, why not? Shout out to the anime. Usually it's a running joke to, like, make him some sort of derogatory nickname like asshole, but no, that's not worth it. Not this time, at least. Maybe another time, but, I don't personally play by that rule. That's right, I remember now. His name is Gary. How could I forget my own flesh and blood? Yeah, you're one generation later than my own flesh and blood, but still, pretty sad. Kyle, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Well, we're not playing Let's Go. And since we're back in what would have been 1995, we're playing with the NES. The original Nintendo home console. Not counting the Game & Watch color systems. I guess the weird Pong console they made back then. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, this is standard issue RPG for the time. 4-directional movement. Press start. Oh no, we can't actually. Press start to open your menu. We got bag where we can get all of our items. Our profile picture, we can look at ourselves, see our money and other game data, save our progress if we need to, and the options, and exiting out of the game. Or not the game, the menu. Well, let's just head downstairs for now. There's our mom. Hi, Mom. What do we got? Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak next door was looking for you. Well, if we go to Professor Oak's place anyway, we're not actually going to see him because, well, this was 1995 RPG era. He's not going to be there. That's his lab right there, but we don't actually have to deal with him yet. And this is our rival's home, along with his... Is it mother or sister? I don't actually remember. I'll put it on screen what it is. But we're actually supposed to head this way. Hey, wait! Don't go out! If you leave the village, monsters will eat you. Wait, this isn't the village by M. Night Shyamalan. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. And yeah, we are forcibly dragged all the way back to his lab. Because apparently we couldn't actually just go meet him there in the first place because he wasn't there. Now where was he? I have no idea. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Gary? Let me think. Why did I invite him again? Oh, that's right, I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Kyle. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha! The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now at my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. Yep, so right out the gate, we are given an option of one of 3 starter Pokemon. And as is tradition with every Pokemon game, it's 1 grass type, 1 water type, and 1 fire type. We can only pick one, though, and our rival will pick another one. So choose carefully. But before we get into that, let's discuss these Pokemon themselves. Pokemon have 6 main stats to choose from: HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. If this is original Generation 1 games, it'd actually be 1 stat for special, not special attack and special defense, because that was just how Gen 1 worked back then, and it was kind of stupid. But let's take a look at what we got here. The first Pokemon is Bulbasaur. It is a grass poison type. There are 18 types in total, but actually only 17 in this gen, because the 18 types was not added until Generation 6. Bulbasaur here specializes in 2 stats like all good starter Pokemon. He specializes in special attack and special defense. He has the most weaknesses of any starter, but he's definitely the easiest to use, I'd say, and he's pretty much the easy mode if you want to start the game off right. Bulbasaur's always been a decent pick. I wouldn't really say any of the starters in Gen 1 are bad, just you pick who you want really at this point, but let's hold off on you real fast. Number 2 is Squirtle, pure water type, which means he's rather bulky and good at taking hits. He's got the least amount of weaknesses compared to the other starters. Squirtle actually is a very defense-oriented Pokemon, his best stats being defense and special defense. He's pretty much your standard issue bulky water type. He can take hits, give it back pretty well, and if you want something like that, go for it. He's worth your time, and he's also a good starting pick as well for the early game. He might struggle a bit later, but that's not something that you'll have to deal with if you just actually use more than 1 Pokemon, unlike 8-year-old me. Actually, this is 2004. 6-year-old me. Yeah, that's right. Charmander is your choice. I should raise it patiently. Yeah, Charmander here is definitely the most popular of the 3, at least probably because of the anime and because, you know, fire. Charmander is your standard issue attacker, which makes sense for fire types. His best stats are attack, or special attack and speed, and he gains a flying type upon entering his final form of Charizard, which you'd think would be cool, but it also screws him over and gives him a 4 times weakness to rock types. And Charmander struggles in the early game. He gets better later, but he's weak to the first 2 big obstacles of this game, which we'll be covering later. No, I'm not claiming Fire Pokemon Charmander. Usually I pick Squirtle as my starter, but this time around we're actually going to pick Bulbasaur because, well, he's actually the one that I use the least. So why not? Let's go with Bulbasaur. Pokemon is really quite energetic. And we received the Bulbasaur from Professor Oak. And of course we have the option to give it a nickname. You can nickname any Pokemon you catch, unless it's something you get from another trainer, which we'll go into later through trades. Let's see what we got. You are a boy. Yeah, that's expected. Pokemon can be male or female. Some of them will have no gender, which is usually down to them either being a special kind of Pokemon or just being something that can't reproduce. Don't worry about that as well. Since you're a boy, I'm going to call you Emperor, because when I hear the name Bulbasaur, for some reason it reminds me of Bulblax from Pikmin, and the only one that I think of from that is Emperor Bulblax. There we go, Emperor. I'll take this one then. And Gary received the Charmander. Now, in a type triangle, as is known for the starter Pokemon, fire beats grass, grass beats water, water beats fire, and your rival will always pick the Pokemon that is good against you. So keep that in mind depending on what you want to pick, because you're going to get something that's good against you from him early game. But as we try to leave... Wait, Kyle, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. We get our first battle, which is bread and butter of any good RPG, but let's see how this one handles it. Of course, Gary would like to battle. And he sends out a Charmander, and we send out Emperor. Yeah, your rival and most other trainers will not nickname their Pokemon. That's just purely something that you can do. Oh, for Pete's sake. So pushy as always, Kyle. You've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? I've had thousands. Tens of thousands, probably, actually. Pokemon battle is when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. The trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. That is correct about that. When your HP is below half, that green bar will turn yellow. When it's below a quarter, it will turn red, and you will hear an annoying beeping sound, and it's the bane of every Pokemon trainer's existence. But rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. That's pretty much it. We have 4 options in every encounter. We can fight, Pokemon, run, or bag. Run you can't do when you're fighting other trainers. Bag you can use to use items in battle, but it'll take up your turn. Pokemon you can use to switch out to another Pokemon, but that doesn't really come up right now because we don't have any other Pokemon. And, well, fight. Pokemon can carry 4 moves at a time. If you have more than 4 moves and you're trying to learn a new one upon leveling up, you'll actually have to get rid of one of your current ones in order to make room for it. In this case, we only have Tackle and Growl. Growl lowers your opponent's attack power, and Tackle is your standard issue normal attack move. Let's go for it. Inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle. It's true. Of course, he's doing Growl, which means our attack is going to do less damage now, so we got to keep that in mind. But if he's going to do that, we're going to play by that rule as well. He doesn't actually usually do Growl for me, I'm surprised. Lowering the foe's stats will put you at an advantage. I mean, now we're just on this even playing field again. I'm going to lower him actually a bit more. Because yeah, the more you do that, it will stack up to a certain point, but you can't keep using Growl to make them do 0 damage, but it will cut their attack power down a lot. So don't be afraid to do that. And yep, below half health means yellow health. Uh-oh. Yeah, Tackle can sometimes miss. Moves do have a certain amount of accuracy to them. If they miss, you do no damage for that turn, which is kind of unfortunate. That's usually saved for high damage moves, but unfortunately Tackle is an early game move that can do that. Come on, let's go Emperor. There we go. And that's our first win. And we get experience points. Ooh, nice. And we level up to level 6. And already halfway to level 7, dang. When you level up, your stats will go up. Not all of them will, depending on what Pokemon you have, but usually you get some sort of boost in all your stats, sometimes more to a certain stat if you specialize in it. What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. Can you just switch to Squirtle, please? I'd appreciate that for later. Just switch to Squirtle. It'll do you well, I promise. Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. He's right about that. You do get money as well when you beat them up. Doesn't work on wild Pokemon, though, which we'll explain soon. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Kyle, Gramps, smell you later. And thus, he became the biggest shit stain in the history of the Pokemon franchise, outside of Silver, but that's the wrong generation. Kyle, raise your young Pokemon by making it battle. It has to battle for it to grow. That's true. Now, ordinarily, we would just head right out of town and go and do just that, but instead we're actually going to go home real fast and talk to Mom. Because Mom serves a good purpose. Kyle, you should take a quick rest. Anytime you visit your mom, or in any other Pokemon game, really just any parent, you will fully heal, outside of Generation 3's dad, but that's a different thing. It's pretty much your fast ticket to free health, and I recommend using it if you are in a tight pinch and you're nearby home. Let's take a look at our Pokemon anyway. Emperor. Lax nature. Okay, so natures are a thing they added in the Generation 3 era that is mostly used for competitive stuff. Lax natures influence a certain stat on your Pokemon and give you an advantage in that one while also taking away from another stat. This can sometimes cancel out on certain Pokemon, but a lax nature, that's not the best for a Bulbasaur. That's plus defense minus special defense, and he's a special-oriented Pokemon. So yeah, his special defense isn't doing as well. His defense is better than normal, but It could have been a better ability. The last time in my practice run for this, I actually got a docile nature, which is a neutral nature. I'm probably put the chart, I guess, of natures up on screen to better illustrate what I mean. Yeah, there's 5 natures in total that will actually just cancel each other out and do nothing, but the others will give you some sort of perk while reducing another stat. But anyway, let's head out of here to Route 1. Now, we just can also talk to other people, and we can sometimes get items from them. Hi, I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's part of a convenient chain selling all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. And look at that, we get a potion. Potions are items that heal 20 HP on your Pokemon. It's the standard lowest amount, but hey, it's good early game, so why not? And if you walk in tall grass, as Oak said, you can encounter wild Pokemon. In this case, a Rattata. We won't be doing bios for every Pokemon just yet, because we don't have a way to acquire these guys, but we will soon, so don't worry about that. For now, though, he did say to train up our Pokemon, so we're going to do just that. And pummel a rat. Ooh, crit! Critical hits, they will give you double damage, and they will bypass your opponent's defenses. They are uncommon, but they can have increased chance of happening on certain moves. It's always nice when they happen for you, but it sucks when it happens against you, and it happens way more that way. Because that's just how RPGs go. Yes, you're another Rattata. Rattatas are very low level around here, usually only level 2 or 3, so don't bother spending too much time here. This is not a useful grinding spot unless you have something that's like level 1, which you won't find very often in this game. In fact, I don't think you can find it because... no, you can find level 1s in this game. That's more for a later generation that can happen. Take care of you. Let it up to level up. 24? Yes, it is. Level 7. And I think we actually learned a new move at that level. Yes, we do. Leech Seed. This is a status move where you can actually plant seeds in your opponent and sap health from them to heal your team. It only does a little bit each turn, but it's still nice. Another Rattata. Oh my god. I don't care. Let's get out of here. Of course, run, as I mentioned, you can run from wild Pokemon. It's better to run if you're higher level because that way you have a high chance of escaping. It's mostly based on your speed stat if you can get away, but the higher level, the better for that. And we're in Viridian City. Now, there's a bunch of stuff we can do in Viridian City, but we can't actually make much real progress because, well, the way to progress is this way. But this guy is actually blocking the road. So we'll be dealing with that in a minute. Instead, we actually want to head over here to the Pokemon Mart like that one guy was saying. Hey, you came from Ballatown? You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Apparently we're a busboy because now we gotta take Oak's parcel all the way back to Ballatown. Which, you know what? That's just the fate of any 10-year-old. I also find it kind of interesting that Pokemon's like the only RPG series on the planet where your main character is like just a 10-year-old kid with nothing interesting about him. Want to know about the 2 types of caterpillar Pokemon? No. Oh, okay then. I like that guy. I don't know why. But yeah, we don't really have anything we can do in Viridian City right now. Our best thing that we can do is head back. But we can also use these ledges to hop over and avoid the grass. It only works one way though, because you cannot go up ledges. You will just bonk into them. Apparently they never taught you how to climb up a slope in Pokemon, but that's beside the point. And here we go again. Oh, goodness. Head back inside. And let's talk to you. Oh, Kyle, how's my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. I beat up rats. That's literally all I did. What's that? You have something for me? And we delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, it's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order. Thank you. Gramps. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Wow, Oak still forgot what he was supposed to do after that battle. Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk here is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia, so it's boring. Kyle and Gary, take these with you. And there we go, we received the Pokédex from Professor Oak. Can't get detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. And he gives us 5 Pokeballs. We can have a max of 6 Pokemon in our party at one time. Any extras that we catch after that, they will be sent to our PC storage box for later use if for some reason we find a purpose for them. I don't know why I'm yawning a lot today. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But now I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Kyle, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Kyle. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. You see, you say that, but she's going to help us anyway. That's the purpose of an RPG. But yeah, we're not really going to be going for that kind of ending for this game. There is technically an option to capture all Pokemon in this area, or across the game, and get 100%. But I don't like doing that, because that takes way too long. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Gee, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help you. And we receive a town map from Daisy. I think your sister, actually, if you call him Grandpa, too. And, of course, that's in the key items pocket. If we open up our bag and look inside of it, items, that's where the potion that we got was. Town map. If you open it up, we can take a look at our world for this game, the Kanto region. Pretty big, all things considered. Well, maybe not the biggest for an RPG, but it's big enough, I think. But yeah, our main objective is in a sense, you can do the whole capture every Pokemon objective, but I'm not going to do that because we'd be here forever. Instead, I'm going to be focusing on the actual main part of the game, which is the Gym Leader Challenge. Across Pokemon in every generation outside of Generation 7, your objective is to defeat the 8 Gym Leaders, collect their badges, and prove your worth as a Pokemon trainer, and defeat the Elite Four at the very end of the game to prove yourself as the best. Of course, we won't get there, though, without a full team, so hopefully we can find some good team members to help us with that. But I think for now, it's probably best we call it here. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen, we will be heading out, probably trying to progress past Viridian City. Can't say the word past, apparently. And hopefully looking for more team members to add to our group. But until next time, ice out.